Hi friends, Leah Lattis here with Amy Hadar from Holistic Hair Studio. We're doing our Ask Amy session. So I have some questions here from some of you that wanted to ask Amy. Amy, what products and services in our salon are your favorite?
So we use the line Away, which is amazing for multiple reasons. They are all natural and organic, and all the ingredients are grown and harvested in Italy. So they're a little bit better than if they would have came from America. I do also love the packaging because it is all in amber glass and aluminum, so it is recyclable, or we do a refill program as well. My favorite is this Thermo Detangling Spray. This one is amazing for multiple reasons. I love to use this anytime I'm about to use heat on someone's hair, or it's great even if you aren't using your heat and you just get really tangly, you have fine hair. It's a really great 2-in-1 spray, and it smells amazing.
All right. And let's see here. What is a good at-home home care and styling routine for someone?
So for just a basic everyday styling, whether you have straight hair, wavy hair, definitely, the heat protectant like I talked about. Another couple good ones, if you have curly hair, I really love this curl cream that we carry. It's so lightweight. It also smells amazing as well, and it doesn't leave a crunchy curl, so you can still brush your fingers through it afterwards. So that's why I really like this one, and it gives it a good bounce. That one's really easy to use at home. This is a shampoo. It's not necessarily a styling product, but this is called H Blonde Hair Bath. And this one is good for all those blondes out there, whether you have silver blonde, you're more warm or anything. This helps brighten your hair and keep away any of those unwanted, really brassy tones that none of us love.
Another question for Ask Amy is blonding services. So let's talk about the different blonding services that you offer, and what does that look like in terms of maintenance?
Okay. So we have a wide variety of blonding services. There is anything from highlights, baby lights, balayage, foliage, platinum card. The list is endless. So it can get a little overwhelming when clients are wanting to book. So sometimes I do recommend doing a consultation first just to know what your desired look is. And sometimes we can do a combination. Maybe we'll do a little balayage with a little highlight in the front. But the main difference is, so with balayage, it's all open air, there are no foils involved, and it takes a little bit more time because it's very customized to how your hair is laying rather than just stacking foils. So it's a little bit more precise, and it gives it more of a natural grow out, more sun-kissed look. It's not so defined. So that's probably my favorite service because it's just so easy, and that way you don't have to come in every month or every 2 months. You can wait like 5 months and then get it touched up again. So that is definitely the lowest maintenance with blonding services would be balayage.
Okay. And say someone has highlights but they're looking to grow them out, would that be something they could consider, or?
That would be a good transition. Also, say you have like brown hair, medium brown, or just darker blonde, a good way to transition to make it not so solid would also be putting low lights in, just to break up those end pieces so it's not just like, here's my brown and then here's my blonde. So we could do a little bit of both, and we could either do some balayage blonde pieces, and then I would put the low lights and foils just to give it some definition.
Okay. So it sounds like these services are totally customizable for that person's needs, wants, and desires, and budget, and time restraint, and all those things. All right. Let's see here. Vivid colors.
Yay, my other favorite.
So let's talk about vivid colors, and is there a organic option, and does it last as long as traditional? What does that look like?
So we do have vivid options here. I have noticed certain shades do last longer than others, I will say that. Especially if you go a little bit darker with the color first, you're gonna get more life out of it, rather than if you just come in and want pastel right away. That's gonna fade out a little bit faster, even with the non-organic products. And you wanna make sure you're washing in cold water, because the hot water will just open up your hair cuticle and everything will come out. That's why you notice all your water is running out and now it's purple.
Yeah.
So cold water is key, or lukewarm. Just don't do hot.
Yeah, no hot.
Wash your body hot if you want, but don't wash your hair.
Okay. And if say someone comes in and they do the color that you have, right? And a month goes by and they're looking to, now they want to do like green or they want to do yellow.
Yes.
Like what would that process look like?
So depending on how faded out their color is, say it's pretty much all washed out and they just are left with a very light pale color, typically I am able to redeposit color over it without stripping it out. If you came in and your hair is this dark and you're saying, oh, I want to be green now, we would have to go through and lighten it, whether it's highlights or just doing a full platinum card, just to take all this out and redeposit color. So it really depends on where your hair is at when you come in wanting that change.
Okay. So if someone like me comes in and I want rainbow, like
Yes.
I want all the colors in my hair, what would the process look like?
So it would be a couple different services within the one appointment. First of all, if you have this shade of hair, we will have to lighten you to achieve, say you're wanting this. You will have to be lightened, which we will put our ammonia-free lightener on your hair, and I would preferably put it in foils just to really lock in that heat and strip out that color. If you're wanting your whole head done, then that would be a platinum card. We would be lightening everything from roots to ends, and that can take a couple hours, and then depending how it lifts, we might have to lighten again and tone it. Every client's different depending on if you have old color, if it's virgin hair, if you're blonde, you're brunette. It's all, it's very dependent on what the customer has when they come in. And so after we do the lightening process and you're fully, very, very pale blonde, then we can go ahead and deposit the fun, vivid colors for you. And we would do different sections, make sure they don't get all mushed together, which is really nice. And then the not fun part is I have to wash you out with cool water. That is the only part that's really not fun about this, because not everyone loves cold water.
On their head, no.
Nope, I sure don't. But that really helps prolong your color. That way it's not just washing out with every shampoo, or even if you just rinse your hair. Some people will notice, why is my color falling out? It's because of the heat, because it's opening up that hair shaft and just stripping all of it out. So sometimes people are like, oh, I love Vivid, but they don't last. So right then, you just need to make sure you have a good at-home care routine, whether it's using the right shampoo, conditioner, heat protectant, cold water. There is a bit of a take-home thing to go with having Vivids if you want them to last.
Do you have a question to ask Amy? Leave us a comment, and we'll be sure to answer your question next time on Ask Amy at Holistic Hair Studio.